Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the wokest of them all?
So, Disney's live-action Snow White just released today in the theaters. I just finished going to the movies, spending money on this movie. This movie was directed by Mark Webb, who directed the Amazing Spider-Man movies, 500 Days of Summer, and some early 2000s music videos for bands like My Chemical Romance. Come on, Mark Webb, you could have casted Gerard Way. Or me, my junior year of high school. So there's a lot of controversy around this film, mainly surrounding our lead star, Rachel Zegler. For some reason, she thought it was a good idea to market the film by shitting on the original Snow White.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
Aside from Rachel Zegler's bratty arrogance, I still went to go see the movie with an open mind. And when the movie ended, I went online and saw a lot of content creators giving their thoughts on the film, as well as their cons, without being rude. Fuck all that, this movie's ass. Now, director Mark Webb does his best at adapting the Disney animated classic to live action, preserving the very little iconic moments while making them fit for a new generation. However, it suffers from the same issues many of the other Disney remakes have, including a bland visual aesthetic and an eye-roll-worthy ending that feels shoehorned in to align with modern audience sensibilities. So the evil queen is supposed to be jealous of Snow White's beauty. Wonder Woman. Supposed to be jealous of that. I mean, she's not bad looking, but come on. That's fucking Gal Gadot, bro. Despite the Lord Farquaad hair, Rachel Zegler is a naturally gifted performer. She has a really good singing voice. Gal Gadot, on the other hand, delivers a performance that had me laughing out loud in the empty theater I was in. It's almost like she was trolling the studio to get her bag. Her performance will either be seen as just straight awful or an embraced like hilarious campy role. She has a musical number in here where her accent is just slipping through and it just sounds so bad. She goes up to the mirror and is like, "Who's the fairest of them all?" And then the mirror goes, "You." I thought it was going to go on forever. And I mean, it is a musical. Everybody's singing and making faces like they're doing this against their own will. I like how Disney will be like, "Yeah, we're inclusive." Also Disney, let's make the dwarves CGI. The dwarves didn't really bother me as much at first. I was like, alright, whatever. And then we're introduced to this other character who's played by a small person actor who has a scene where he's arguing with these CGI dwarves. And I'm just thinking, well, why didn't you just hire actors like this guy to play the dwarves? I think what made the 2015 live-action Cinderella movie so good is that it remained faithful to the heart of the original story, while expanding on its characters in a meaningful way. That film's respect for the source material was evident not only to its stunning visuals and costumes, but also to its thoughtful character development. Lily James brought warmth and sincerity to Cinderella, while Kate Blanchett's portrayal of the wicked stepmother added layers of complexity to an otherwise one-dimensional villain. The film's emphasis on kindness, courage, and forgiveness upheld the timeless values of the original animated classic. 2025's live-action Snow White does none of that, other than a few brought-to-live-action moments from that original movie, which were honestly better in that original movie. Snow White here has no real reason to lead her people. She states it in the movie herself that she has no idea what the outside world is like. Instead, this arc just comes out of entitlement, like she's just meant to lead everybody, this entire town. The prince, I didn't even know was the prince. He was dressed like Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker. And overall, it's just a second thought. There's a moment where he saves Snow White from these people that are looking for him, and she doesn't thank him or anything. He's a second thought, and then moments later after that, he sings a musical score about how annoyed he is with Snow White. Yeah, and then the mirror kills the evil queen. So stupid. So yeah, Snow White was definitely not good. So yeah, this movie sucked. I'm giving it 1 star out of 5. I'm gonna keep drinking. Bye.